Hello and welcome to the right angle. Today we are going to practice a little more about expressions. So far, with most algebraic expressions, I have taken the case of multiplying one expression with another. And you might have wondered whether we can do some easier things. I deliberately chose multiplication because once you get a little comfortable with that, other things get easier. But today, we are going to look at subtraction. So you see a problem here, and often in algebra and mathematics, it's easiest to understand when there's a problem in front of you and someone guides you through it. So in this case, the problem is this. There's an expression here, we just got three terms, and from this first expression, we have to subtract the second expression. So this entire expression in brackets minus this entire expression. So, the thing about algebraic expression is you often collect what is known as like terms. Like terms are when the variables in those terms are of the same order, or the exponent is the same. Here there is x cubed, x to the power 3, then that's x square, and there's just an x. What is a? What's a here? There's a 2 here, 4 here, a. This is one of the things about algebra. You have letters to represent numbers. Usually x, y, z are used for unknown quantities, which could be sort of any real number. And if you look at A, B, C, typically they are not known, but you don't really bother about what exactly they are. You just use that as a placeholder. It's not something that you solve for. And L and N are typically used when you're representing whole numbers, and usually positive. This is again just convention. Here, if you look at this, you have 2x cubed plus 4x squared plus ax minus the whole expression of 3x squared plus ax plus minus 1. You see a here, you shouldn't worry, you should just treat it as some other number. You can't do anything with it as such unless you get a like term. And there is a like term there. Let us see how it works out. So when you have a minus, everything in the bracket, every term there, its sign will be changing. It will just be opposite. Opposite of plus is minus, and opposite of minus is plus. So it is, when you were smaller, they taught you on the number line how things go on the number line. You have a number line, you have 0, 1, 2, and so on, and here minus 1 and minus 2. And if you go from 0, if you want adding something, then you hop that way, and if subtracting, then you have to hop the other way. To the subtraction, if you subtract again, then you again reverse direction, you hop forward. So it's the same principle. So every term here, the sign before it flips. Now immediately after bracket, it is 3x square. It actually means it is plus 3x square. Suppose this was a minus 3x square, then it would have been written as minus in brackets, again a minus 3x square. But that's not the case here, so let's see how it works. So every sign flips. There is another way you can do this. You just say, let's collect terms. So we say 2x cubed. Then in the lower order, what do you have? X squared plus 4x squared plus ax. From this, we subtract this. So we put a minus here. And do we have any x cubed term? We don't. But we have an x squared, so we put 3x squared, and then I'll put a big bracket, and ax and a 1. I'm just writing it like this. It is as though you have numbers on top and a line of numbers below, like you were doing arithmetic. And when you subtract, you find there is 2x cubed, 4x square, from 4x square you take away 3x square. So what are you left with? An x square. And what is the sign there? It is plus. And ax minus ax is 0. And there's nothing here, and a minus 1 is minus 1. So you have 2x cubed plus x squared minus 1. Sorry, 2x cubed. Again, how can we check it? We just put x equal to 1 or 2. In this case, let's just put x equal to 2. If x equal to 2, how much is this? It's 2 into 8 plus 4 into 4 plus ax. But we know ax cancels out. So, now that we have done it, it cancels out. So we don't really worry about this too much. So it is 2 into 8 is 16. 16 plus 4 into 4 is again 16. So 16 plus 16 is 32, minus 3 into 4 is what? 12. So 32 minus 12 is 20. 20 plus 1 is 21. So if we put 2 here, do we get 21? Let us see. 2 into 8 is 16. 16 plus 4. Oh, sorry, that was a minus 1. So when you take it away, it becomes plus 1. See, we have spotted a mistake. So 2 into 8 is 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. 20 plus 1 is 21. If we had not checked it, it is so easy to make a mistake, because when I showed you this 1, I just dropped here and I had confused it with the 1 here. But I hope you understand. This is the expression on top from which we have to take out that expression. So I put a minus and put this expression as it is, retaining the signs. If I remove this minus from outside and bring it inside, then every sign flips over. So then it looks like this. It looks like a minus here, a minus there, and a plus there. Yeah? So this is how you manage to do subtraction. Maybe in another video we will do a little bit more of practice so you get comfortable. But as long as you understood this, you're fine. I hope you enjoy this. Don't forget to like, and we'll see you again very soon.